Hello everybody and Happy New Year! Alright, we are back in Goddess of Victory, Nikke. So, what are we going to do today is that I am going to check the full story of Footstep Walk and Run. The event has been out for at least a week now, and by today, in the following hours, second part is going to be released. So I want to check out what's going on with the first part. I have only seen
How can you leave
a few
top-tier
bits, a
talent
few
like me standing around idling?
a few stuff about this, plus we also have other stuff that we need to take care of. For example, there is another like event for New Year's, and I thought, hey, why the heck not do that too? But I don't think I will have enough time. I think this is about an hour long, but I'm not so sure. So yeah, as you can see, this is the entire thing. Rapi stories, more war, A and B, thrown away, first friend. Yeah, I guess I don't know much. I just saw the first part, which it's the prologue for every single like story that they make. So how about we check out what this story will be about? Rapi story. Begin.
Commander, are you going straight back to the Ark?
Yeah, I have a lot of things to do.
If you're not busy, could I speak to you briefly in the commander's room?
Sure, that's fine.
Jeez, using your transformation as an excuse? Talk about shameless.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're insinuating, but I'd like for you and Neon to come as well.
Whoa. Okay, that's important.
Why? Have you got something to say to us?
Yes. I think it's time we talked.
Yeah.
About what happened to me. And how I lived.
Yeah, about
There's a lot that I
freaking
still haven't
time.
told either of you. Or the commander, for that matter.
Ooh. Should we bring something? Fried chicken and soda? Maybe something sweet for snacks?
what are they thinking? This is a serious story, but of course,
Oh,
sure.
good idea. Will you be talking for a while, Rapi? If you are, that'll change how much we'll have to buy.
What?
It's not exactly going to be a fun story.
Wait, let me check something real quick. And yeah, what the heck? How would they think it's a fun story? What? What? Huh. Okay, I'm back.
You shouldn't have to prepare too many things.
Well, let's get to the outpost. I'll tell the top brass that we got to handle some quick maintenance issues.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, that's for the best.
Let's see. Snacks? Check. Drinks? Check. Comfortable seating? Check. Washroom? Check.
You two are really going overboard with this.
Yeah, they are. Should we turn on some music?
No,
Even
that
him?
won't be necessary.
Yeah, why the heck would we need some music? It's a story. It's her tale, not. I don't know. I don't know what they are thinking. But come on, you're a professional, man.
Anise, can I get some of that chocolate syrup? Here. What kind of cookies did you get? Raspberry and pecan. Which one would you like? Raspberry. Hold on. What's that? Oh, these? Cilantro flavored chips.
Ugh.
Oh. I think I'll pass on those.
And then
I wasn't planning on sharing.
Do either either of you ever plan on actually listening to my story?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Sorry. We're all done now. I'm ready.
Okay. I think I'll begin at...
oh, thank you for calling the goofy ass music. Bro.
Whoops, sorry. These are crunchier than I thought they'd be.
It's fine. I'll just get right into it. I'll start from when I was human. With my earliest memory.
And that's the beginning. And that's just the beginning. We still have part 2 and hard mode as well.
Humanity will emerge victorious.
Oh,
The sudden ambush by those vile raptures has demanded that we move underground, where light cannot reach.
oh, is it? Oh, so when she was human, this is what happened?
We have suffered a long humiliation, to be sure. However, that humiliation will soon be over.
Oh, yeah.
The central government has invested untold time and effort into reclaiming the surface, which was stolen from us by the raptures. We have created countless state-of-the-art weapons, as well as those oh-so-gorgeous goddesses of victory, the Nikkes. With them, we will take back what once was ours from those vile raptures. This great fight is to be called the Surface Reclamation War. Operations will commence in 2 months. Citizens of the Ark, prepare yourselves. Prepare for the moment in which we reclaim our homeland. With the Surface Reclamation War, we will soon bask in the glow of victory.
Oh yeah, how long did that lasted? Like 16 years based on um on old tales? 16 years. It's been 16 years and they haven't done crap.
This commercial is on every single station.
Oh.
I'd rather be watching some cartoons.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
You were born in the Ark, weren't you, Rapi?
Wait. That's her real name? Her name as a human?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Then you might not realize how much this means to us. All of our real homes are up there.
Up where? In the sky?
No, not that guy.
No, a place called the
The
Surface.
surface. The quote unquote surface.
I heard that it's dangerous there.
It is, since there are raptures everywhere.
Raptures are those monsters, right?
That's right. The raptures stole our home, and now we're trying to take it back. To that end, the central government has been preparing for a very long time.
Oh, really? Really?
Aren't the Nikkes the ones doing the fighting?
Yep.
Yes, they are.
Nikkes are amazing. Goddesses of victory fighting for humanity. So cool.
Oh, you can see her eyes shining. You pay close attention, you can see her eyes are shining when she says that the Nikkes are amazing and that it's so cool. Oh, how cute.
You really like Nikkes, don't you?
Of course. They're the best. They're so strong.
Oh, is this like how Cinderella saw that?
That they are. With them fighting on our behalf, we're sure to win.
I don't understand. What's so great about winning?
What a question. Everything. You've never seen the real sky, have you?
What do you mean?
I mean the actual sky, not an artificial projection.
Ow.
I'm still not following.
Ow. Bro, having to deal with this kind of nonsense? My goodness gracious.
You'll understand soon enough. The sky is absolutely breathtaking.
If you say so.
You're not interested? You've been staring at that syringe during our entire conversation.
Is there any chance I can forgo the shot today?
Oh, forgot. Oh, what? What?
Come now. You know better than that. You need these shots and the medication to get better.
I mean, she don't. I don't know. I mean, she doesn't look like she's in bad health. But if she's in a hospital, that means something.
I'm going to die in this place.
Well, shoot.
Who told you that?
Nobody told me, but you said it. You said it while you were talking to another nurse.
Oh.
You kept calling me a poor thing.
Oh.
Is that the end? When you die, does all the pain go away?
Wow. Getting deep now, huh?
I'm sorry, Rapi.
Nurse,
Yes?
what happened?
What do you mean?
The surface reclamation war.
You remember all that? That was years ago.
Excuse me?
I remember it because it interrupted my cartoons.
Bro.
So tell me, what happened?
It was years ago.
Mm.
Yes, I said. Okay, so that was in the moment. How much time has it passed? And why hasn't she turned just yet? I mean, how much time has it passed? She doesn't seem to have grown.
We lost.
That's obvious right there.
I see. Then what is going to happen?
Money is tight, so times in the Ark are going to be tougher.
Oh.
This hospital might not last much longer either.
Then what happens to me?
I'm not sure. They don't tell me these things. At any rate, we're all done for today. Do you need anything else?
No, I'm okay.
Man, I can get why she dislikes being in the Ark and everything. I mean, as always, in an apocalypse and war, kids cannot be kids anymore. At least not until the situation gets stable. And even then, it's tough, and there is not much that you can do.
It's been a while since you had any requests. Are you okay?
What does it matter how I feel? I'm going to be lying here for the rest of my life. So what's the point of wanting anything?
You'll get better.
There's no point in trying to make me feel better either. Sorry. Thanks for your help today.
All right then. You get some rest.
Oh, I wanted to say,
Yes?
I've seen a lot of cuts and bruises on your body lately. Are you okay?
I have been participating in protests.
Oh.
What kind of protest?
Protests against blaming Nikkes. They're being blamed for the failure of the surface reclamation war. Detractors are saying that all this time and money was spent on Nikkes for nothing. They say the Nikkes are the main cause of the current financial crisis in the Ark.
Oh, really?
Unspeakable things have been happening all over the city.
Oh yeah, put the blame on the things that are supposed to be protecting you. It's not their fault that a freaking mad scientist made a freaking corruption code that. Ugh. Well, of course, of course. This is how it is. I just saw the thing about, or rather, I saw Rapi's like Bond story. I, ugh. Of course, they need someone to blame.
I'm vehemently against that.
Nikke's didn't do anything wrong.
That's right. They sacrificed their minds and bodies for humanity.
Yeah.
They fought against an unknown foe. It's wrong to treat them like this after they risked their lives to fight for us. So I'm doing whatever I can to help. I know this might be a bit difficult for you to understand, Rapi. But you must never put a price on the sacrifices of others. The act itself is noble.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Let me guess, she never saw her again. That evening, while watching a news report on a violent crackdown of the protests, Rapi sees the nurse's name on the list. It was. I called it. I called it. She wasn't going to see her again. Oh, fatalities. Of course. She said it herself, folks. If you are a protester for Nikke rights, and I bet they started to go nuts, like they weren't listening by pacifist protests, or Pacific protests, so they went hard mode, huh? Now what? What happened to Rapi? Without the nurse and the hospital going down, what will happen? Oh, years later. Several years later.
How are you feeling?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Okay, let's prepare your injection then.
Alright.
Is there anything else you need?
No.
Very well. Rapi,
Yes?
the hospital is going to be shut down soon.
For crying out loud. First, the nurse that's supposed to be taking care of her passes away in the Nikke protest, and now the freaking hospital is shutting down. Man, this kid has it tough.
The recession
Rapi has
after the
had it
surface
tough.
reclamation war hit our sponsors especially hard.
Oh, you don't say.
This hospital has always been run entirely on grants, so times are tough.
I see.
I tried to find a place for you to stay, but I couldn't track down any of your family or relatives.
I know.
Adoption didn't work out either.
I'm not surprised, considering my illness.
There aren't any other viable hospitals either.
I figured.
Rapi,
Wait, are they going to turn her into a Nikke?
Yes?
And she sounds different, even though she still has the same body.
Would you be willing to participate in a clinical trial? A new drug is being developed for children like yourself with rare diseases. It's a risky proposition. But if you participate in the trial, the hospital will be given another grant. If you help us.
Wow. Just turn her into a Nikke. Like, what? I'm pretty sure it's not that hard, is it? Why would you risk one of your patients to consume that in that state?
We won't need to close down the hospital.
Uh, oh, man.
No, never mind. I'm sorry. What am I saying? Let's finish up quickly so you can rest. I'm sorry.
I'll do it.
She has nothing left to lose. She doesn't have any family, any friends, nothing. It's the only place that the only thing that she has is the freaking hospital. What does she have to lose? But I don't know. I will consult it with the bed. Yeah, I will consult it with the pillow. It will sleep it through. It will sleep it out.
I'll be in the trial.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
I mean, what can you expect? Having no family, no one that can take care of her. Well, it's a chance to at least save the hospital. Like, I'm not saying that is right, but of course he would say that to Rapi.
Doctor,
Yes.
if I die, will I be at peace?
What are you talking about, Rapi?
Tell me, will I be at peace?
I'm not sure either.
And then, several years later,
You're showing improvement. You're getting better. Rapi! You're the first case where this treatment has been successful. So you undergoing this is bound to garner us more financial support. Thank you, Rapi. Thank you so much. You've saved our hospital.
Rapi points at the TV with trembling hands. On the TV, a person in military uniform and another in a suit are debating.
Oh, that... Apparently, some Nikkes who are being persecuted attempted to escape to the surface. The central government tried to destroy the elevator that they were using to go up, but there was an accident. They lost control of the elevator, and it nearly crashed in the middle of the arc. But before it landed, the Nikkes that were on board blew themselves up to prevent a catastrophe. It was an incredibly noble thing they did. People have started referring to this entire incident as the Goddess Fall, and there has been an outpouring of grief for the Nikkes who sacrificed themselves.
Oh, so that's the Goddess Fall.
It significantly curtailed the voices of those factions who were so fervently anti-Nikke before. That program on television is a debate on whether or not to grant Nikkes additional rights. Nikkes may not be able to regain the glory of the past, but they can at least escape from this endless cycle of hate. I've said too much. Anyway, thanks to you, Rapi, there's hope. Just hang in there a little longer. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to push this button if anything happens. Okay?
The doctor leaves the room, a joyful expression on his face as he flips through the chart. Rapi frantically presses the red button at her fingertips, but no one comes. No! That freaking ass doctor, man! For the entire night, the tapping of the plastic button is the only sound which echoes through the room. No! No, Rapi, no! And again, several years later.
Rapi,
Yes?
how are you feeling?
Good.
Okay. Rapi,
What?
you have been cured. Congratulations. We'll be able to have you discharged very soon.
I'm fully recovered.
Correct.
What happens now?
You live an ordinary life.
What does that mean?
How?
Yeah.
Was there anything that you ever dreamed of doing?
Yes. But I can't do it anymore.
The hospital will be moving. Well, restructuring would be a better word. We're in the midst of constructing a new, bigger building. To be exact, it will be a facility and not just a hospital anymore. Your participating in that clinical trial proved the effectiveness of the new drug. Because of that, our sponsors are providing more new drugs and additional financial support greater than we could have ever hoped for. It's a new beginning for the hospital, and for me. I'm hoping that you can start over as well, Rapi. I found a place for you, and I transferred plenty of money into an account under your name. I would like for you to do something with that.
What? How?
Think about it. You're young and have plenty of money.
But I want to go with you.
Thank you for everything, Rapi. Take care.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, what now? Oh, that was so short. Okay, at least she recovered, but then now what? Like, yes, she kind of stands out. There's not much that she can do. Rapi walks off, clutching onto the piece of paper in her hand as if it was a priceless artifact. Indecipherable letters and numbers are scribbled on the note.
I can't read this address.
Rapi feels the weight of something in her pocket. Which pocket? She's using a rope! What are you talking about? And pulls out a card which is a mixture of black, white, and gold.
Credits? Is this money? How do I use this?
Rapi glances around her surroundings. They are entirely unfamiliar to her. Tall buildings encircle her, and throngs of people shuffle busily past her. Rapi approaches a man to ask how to read this address and use the card.
Excuse me.
The man does not turn around.
Excuse me.
The man still does not turn around. Rapi notices something inserted into the man's ear. Whatever it is apparently being used to block out any outside noise. Rapi approaches and taps the man's shoulder, but he walks off to meet up with what appears to be friends of his, laughing and chatting amongst themselves as they head off. Rapi looks around once again. No one makes eye contact with her. She's unable to approach anyone, as they all have something plugged into their ears and are busily moving about. Rapi walks aimlessly. She keeps walking. After a while, her feet start to hurt, and she takes another glance around. Everyone is wearing shoes. Looking down. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for nice free big feet. She sees that she is barefoot. She begins to walk again. Rapi comes across a large crowd gathered together, who are excitedly shouting something. She heads closer towards them.
Nikkes are not machines!
Oh, mass-produced Nikke.
We are sentient beings! Living things!
Yeah. Yeah, they're right.
Never forget what happened during the goddess fall! We sacrificed ourselves for humanity! And yet humanity continues to persecute us!
Rapi doesn't understand what the woman was saying. All the people who have gathered stand without anything in their ears. She approaches them to ask for help. Ooh! An explosion rings out, causing the surroundings to shake. For a brief moment, Rapi feels dizzy and then collapses.
Have they lost their minds? You don't have to use violence to suppress a demonstration.
Oh, get the frick out of there! What are you doing? There are explosions going on.
We have to call off the gathering for now.
Yeah, run!
Hurry up and hide! Huh? Who are you? I've never seen you before. You don't seem to be from the central government.
Bro, don't ask questions! Just grab her and run!
Hold on. Are you a civilian? Here, come with me if you want to
Oh. Nice reference there. Rapi crouches down. At the same time, she looks at the person who has been shouting at her. She lies motionless on the ground. A pool of strange colored liquid forms underneath her. Rapi instinctively turns around and runs.
We got a runner! I got her!
Bullets rain down upon Rapi, and she stays low as she possibly can while attempting to run. A bullet grazes her arm, causes her to stop.
Why bother running?
She collapses to the ground. No, come on, not again! No, not again! Frick!
Injecting nymph. Injection complete. Anchored to brain. Copying information. Copy complete. What? Why is the capacity so small? Well, it happens. Let's see. There's nowhere she wants to go. Sure enough. Nothing. Her capacity is rather small. No wonder her sense of self is so muted. No need to generate a body map then. This one
should be suitable for a mass-produced model.
Oh, and that. Oh, they made her a mass-produced Nikke, huh?
All right. Done. Injecting data into Nymph. Let's see. Basic Tactical Pack. Surface Knowledge Pack. Rapture Data Pack. And... what is this? Why is her knowledge level so low? Where is this lady from? Spends her entire life apparently sheltered and ends up dead during a protest. Life is strange.
Another reference?
Now, where's that knowledge pack? There we go. Injecting. What else is left? Is it about done? Alright. Let's see. Hand over the brain extraction unit and... done.
Oh, there. Oh. Rapi opens her eyes.
RR15436.
For some reason, Rapi knows that the serial number being called is referring to her.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Unsure.
Okay, that's normal. Get ready. We're going out.
Where are we going?
That quickly? The squad leader brusquely tosses a USB stick to Rapi.
The operations details are all in there.
Understood.
Rapi connects the USB to her body, somehow knowing exactly what to do. Her eyes begin to glow.
Resource collection mission confirmed. My role is transportation.
Just carry as much as you can handle. If you can handle that, consider me impressed.
Understood.
Any questions?
No.
You're a strange one.
I don't understand.
People usually ask more about what they're supposed to do, whether it's dangerous, etc. All that knowledge they injected you with doesn't compare to in-field combat experience. And yet you're being put straight into action without any adjustment period. Aren't you scared?
Are you not going to issue instructions during the operation?
I will be. That'll increase your chances of survival, if only minutely.
Then I am not scared. It's clear what tasks I'll be responsible for. It's fine as long as I am not instructed to figure things out on my own.
Right. You really are an oddball.
Thanks. I don't know if to take that as a compliment, but sure.
Squad 0910F has left the Ark and arrived on the surface. Commencing resource acquisition operation. Let's move out. Keep your head on a swivel, everyone.
As the 10 mass-produced Nikkes walk along the surface, not a word is spoken for a while until...
Hey!
What the hell? She's exactly the same. It's the same freaking model.
Hey, Nippy!
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah, you! You became a Nikke today? Is this your first operation?
Are you planning on engaging in conversation?
I guess?
Conversation is prohibited while engaged in an operation.
Did you hear that, leader?
If you've got the energy and the inclination, go for it. Just keep it down.
I mean, yeah. Try not to alert the enemy.
You hear that?
Am I to understand that we should engage in a conversation now?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well.
I
I
like
will
you.
proceed in a dialogue with you.
So, how does it feel to become a Nikke?
I'm not sure yet.
I really like it.
Hmm?
I became a Nikke today too.
What?
Since I'm being deployed at the same time as you, I guess you could say we're twins in a sense.
I mean, yeah. They look very alike. Just one's red with like what? Purple? Light purple? And the other is blue?
Today is your first day as a Nikke?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. I thought you had been one for some time.
Me too. I've met a few cheeky Nikkes in my time, but none quite like you.
You're too kind, squad leader.
Keep it down, will you? If a rapture hears us, we're dead meat.
Roger.
Hmm.
Anyway, I look forward to working with you. What's your name?
RR15436.
No, I mean your real name. Do you remember? I'm Sarah.
I'm Rapi.
Hey, let's try and be comfortable around each other, okay? After all, we're twins.
In a sense.
Very well.
That didn't sound terribly comfortable.
All right.
That's better. Then, to commemorate our new friendship, how about we get a drink once the operation wraps up?
I can't drink.
What do you mean? All you've got to do is take a sip of something and swallow. Easy. I'm counting you in.
Mhm.
How about you, squad leader?
It has been a while for me. All right, fine.
All right, that makes 3. How about we make this a squad-wide gathering?
Fine, fine. But don't expect any fancy cocktails or hors d'oeuvres.
What?
Of course, of course. A simple gathering is more than enough for me.
I mean, yeah. Sarah slowly approaches Rapi and whispers.
To be honest, I've never drunk before either. When I was human, I was allergic to alcohol, so I couldn't drink.
Wait, that's a thing?
But now
I mean,
that we're
allergy, yeah.
Nikke's
And none of that matters.
This is the perfect chance to try.
You've never drunk before?
Nope.
Why are you so intent on trying something you know nothing about?
It's not every day you get to be reborn. So I figured I might as well try out some new things. How did you become a Nikke anyway?
I got shot.
Where? In the Ark?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what did you do to end up getting shot? Were you the daughter of a grizzled crime boss or something?
I got caught up in a protest.
Oh, that's a shame.
Hmm.
Aren't you going to ask me
Ask you what?
why I became a Nikke?
Hmm. Why would I ask you that?
So that we can get to know each other.
Why do we need to know each other?
Leader, there's a squad member over here who isn't a team player.
I'll leave it to you to educate her as needed.
Roger. Oh boy, we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. First, I want to hear about what kind of person you were as a human. FYI, I'm pretty darn persistent, so trying to avoid me won't do you any good.
Oof. Curious story. And this all happens during a freaking operation. Would they be successful, as a matter of fact, or what will happen?
I propose a toast.
Oh, they were successful.
I don't have the energy to make any speeches. Let's just drink.
Aw, come on. We all made it out alive, didn't we? That's more than we could have hoped for, so we ought to celebrate.
Huh?
Don't people usually get killed when they go to the surface? We all made it out unscathed, so that calls for a toast if you ask me.
Fine, do it.
The squad 091010F sits around the table with cheap drinks and snacks, chattering noisily amongst themselves. The atmosphere is a celebratory one in the light of their mission being a success. In the midst of the commotion, Rapi quietly sips her drink without saying a word.
This tastes strange.
Rapi! You are a real crack shot out there. You look like those illustrations they've got in the instruction manuals! Pew, pew, pew! Were you some kind of assassin when you were human?
No.
No,
Then how come you're so good at shooting?
I'm not sure.
Right. I guess it's possible you're just a natural. What did you do when you were human, anyway?
What do you mean by that?
You know, what were your hobbies, dreams, aspirations, stuff like that?
I didn't have anything. Nothing.
No hobbies?
No.
No favorite food?
None.
No turn-ons or turn-offs?
He's going back and forth, it's funny.
Negative.
I see what's happening here.
What's happening, might I ask?
You're the type who builds up walls and doesn't warm up easily to people. Well, you better brace yourself, because you'll find I don't give up easily.
she already said that, and she's wrong. Oh! Sarah suddenly slumps forward, her head slamming onto the table as she falls asleep.
Wow. That's my first time seeing someone pass out after drinking half a cup of booze. One of you barely makes a sound, and the other makes such a racket I could tear my hair out. Talk about a real pair of oddballs.
Rapi, what's your favorite color?
I don't have one.
Then how about red? I think it suits you.
If you say so.
Fair enough.
Rapi, do you have any aspirations or anything like that?
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Well, as for me, I'd like to... actually, I'm not going to say. Until you give me an answer, I won't tell you anything about me. If you want to hear my story, then you've gotta give me a proper answer. Got it? I'm telling you, you better bust out the tissues, because my story is a real tearjerker. Dang, that was tough. Did you ever travel around when you were a human?
No.
Ah,
Is there anywhere you want to go?
no?
Not sure. I don't know.
Oh.
Come on. You're telling me there isn't a single place you're interested in going?
I mean, she doesn't know. She hasn't asked. But literally her whole life has been being on a hospital. And now that she's a Nikke, well, at least she is a bit more talkative the way she's now. But my goodness, man. Not knowing what to answer or just plain and simple answers, it's really tough.
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey, Rapi.
Yeah?
I'm tired of waiting. By the time you end up giving me an answer, I'll have forgotten my entire story. When we get back, I'm gonna end up talking about myself all night, so be sure to clean out your ears beforehand. Oh, and have plenty of snacks and drinks prepared.
She's like, she is literally an is and neon combined in one. She just needs to like talk back and being a bit rude to some people, but yeah.
Just no alcohol, okay?
Ha.
Okay.
No sleep for you tonight.
All clear. Come in, squad leader. All raptures have been eliminated. Awaiting further instructions. Waiting for your order. Please issue a command.
Wait. Something's not right. If they aren't answering, Rapi looks around. Nikke bodies lie scattered everywhere. They're all dead. Rapi moves slowly in search of any survivors. The squad leader's entire upper half is gone. Two Nikkes have been decapitated. Rapi glances at the other bodies lying on the ground. Seria is nowhere to be seen amongst them. Rapi stands in front of the two Nikkes without heads.
Sarah, I was a sickly person. From the day I was born, I never stepped beyond the walls of the hospital. It was my entire world. The day I was finally cured, I was unceremoniously thrust into the world. That's when I was killed. So I don't know anything. I don't know what kind of person I was. I don't know what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. I wanted to answer all of your questions, but there's nothing else I could have said to you other than that. I wanted to know about your story. I was always curious about how other people live their lives. But I don't even know what kind of questions to ask. I'm sad.
Trip behind bars. Man, this is so sad. If I had Alexa, I would tell her to play Despacito. Rapi stands in front of the vending machine. She enters her name, RR15436. A bar of Splenamine comes out with a tonk. She picks it up and heads to an empty seat in the cafeteria. Voices can be heard all around her.
Is that her? Yeah, that's her. I saw her name when she entered it in the vending machine. RR15436. Isn't she the one who brought back the head? Yeah. And she still got an appetite after that? Incredible. Apparently she brought back 3 heads, not just one.
Oh, is it... if... What was the head damage? That's a question.
Wasn't it 5?
What?
I don't know. I heard 3. Should we ask? Let's go. I think she's alone.
Rapi takes a bite of the Splenamine bar. She swallows it roughly and is about to take another bite when the two mass-produced Nikkes sit down across from her.
You're RR15436, right?
That's right.
Were you in Squad 0910F?
Yes.
I heard they were all wiped out during an operation.
Well, almost. Almost wiped out. She was the only survivor.
Well, I guess not entirely wiped out, considering you're still alive.
Yep.
Anyway, I heard you brought back a few severed heads. Was it 5 or 3?
3.
Wow. So the stories are actually true? Amazing. But why'd you do that?
Nikkes can survive and be regenerated as long as their brains are intact.
So you cut your squad mates' heads off and brought them in? And you've still got an appetite after all that grisly business?
I failed to see the correlation between the two.
Oh, well, it's just... There you are, yucking it up with your squad mates one moment, and the next you're cutting off their heads. Yet you seem completely unaffected.
I simply felt the best outcome would be for them to be brought back to life.
But you don't feel unsettled in any way?
Not at all.
Eesh, personally, I don't think I'd be able to do it.
I heard you got some kind of medal.
Yes, I did.
That's it? Just a crummy medal?
They also said I could join any squad of my choice. I received some credits as well.
Oh.
Credits? How much?
20 million.
Oh. That's a lot, isn't it?
Wow, they're really laying it on thick these days.
I still find it hard to believe. Did you really bring back 3 heads?
Yes.
So, you're telling me there you are, the only one left standing. You take the heads of your 3 squad mates, stuff them in a brain shelter, then traverse the surface, on your own, mind you, for an entire week before arriving at the Ark?
That's quite something, might I add.
That's right.
And you didn't run into any raptures on the way?
I attempted to avoid combat as much as possible, but I ended up in 12 separate engagements.
Oh.
And you defeated them all? By yourself?
Yes.
I know what you're doing. I don't care how desperate you are for attention. You should know better than that.
I don't understand what you mean.
If you're gonna lie, you could at least try and make it more believable.
I'm not making anything up.
Be honest. You butchered your squad members before going on the operation. And you left 3 alive so you could take their heads with you. You did it all so you could get that goofy medal.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
No, she's jealous.
Doesn't this all seem awfully suspicious to you? If she wants to make up stories, fine. But she's making herself out to be some kind of goddess. What a load of crap. If you want to be a hero, do it the right way. Don't resort to dirty tricks.
What if she's telling the truth?
How does that make any sense? Don't you find this even the slightest bit bizarre?
I mean, it does seem far-fetched.
You see? I'm telling you, she's lying through her teeth.
I'm not lying to you.
Of course you are! Without any proof, there's nothing I can do. I just feel terrible for those innocent Nikkes who died by your hand. Do you remember their faces? Their names? Do you remember what kind of people they were?
Rapi doesn't know how to respond to this situation. She has never been taught, and there is no protocol in her name for scenarios such as this. So she decides to follow her instincts.
My tooth!
Hey, are you crazy? She's crazy! Instructor! Instructor!
As far as I can remember, that was the first time I have ever acted on my own accord.
A memorable day, sure. But one marred by violence. So, what happened next?
Fights between Nikkes weren't as common back then as they are now. So, I was sent to the rehabilitation center.
Oh.
The rehabilitation center? Oh man.
Oh, and that's why it's 3 behind bars. So it was those 3 Nikkes. They are not heartless machines. They are our friends, and we must work with them for a better future. With Nikke. This ad is brought to you by... Oh, and now it's the Tetra line. Rapi stares blankly at the TV hanging on the wall in the corridor beyond the bars. Rather than feeling guilty for striking someone, she feels elated for having had a will of her own and acting on it for the first
Will
time.
I be able to try other things as well?
Hey, be quiet. Rio.
Hmm?
They always show it right after that ad, so hush up.
Thrilling music plays from the TV. Rapi turns her gaze back to the screen. A woman in a flashy outfit dances and sings with a wild smile. A woman? After about 20 seconds of her routine, the woman disappears, and an ad for vitamin supplements begins to play. Rapi turns her attention to the Nikke who had spoken earlier.
You seem to be a big fan of Pretty.
She's the best. She gives me strength.
Rapi continues to stare at Rio, unable to take her eyes off her expression. Her entire face is beaming with joy and excitement.
What are you looking at? You aiming to end your life early? Rio, please. If we cause trouble here, who knows what will happen to us?
I don't understand. Do I die if I look at you?
You're about to if you keep looking at me like that.
What precise sequence of events would lead to such an outcome?
1, you keep staring at me. 2, I get pissed off. 3, I beat you to death.
I don't follow the progression from 1 to 2.
Keep staring, and you'll find out real quick. Hey, I'm sorry about her. You gonna keep eyeballing me?
Yes, since I want to understand.
Alright, fine. Allow me to make it crystal clear for you.
Rio Bomb rushes Rapi, but Rapi instinctively punches Rio on the chin, and she falls to the ground with a heavy thud.
Huh?
I still don't understand. Is there anything I am missing?
I won't forget this. Rio? Rio? Oh my. She's fainted. You're pretty good. What's your name? I'm Wendy. Rio was the one passed out on the floor.
I am RR15436.
Wendy silently looks at Rapi with a faint smile. A smile Rapi can't fully make sense of.
I'm Rapi.
Okay. Rapi. Nice to meet you. We're all mass-produced Nikkes here, so we're free to speak casually.
Rapi understands what she meant by that.
What did you do to get in here?
I see you're not one for small talk.
Do you have any hobbies? Where would you most like to go? What are your aspirations?
I must say that I'm not used to such a direct approach. It's caught me off guard a little. How about you?
Me?
Yeah. Shouldn't you start by telling us your story first?
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'm afraid there's no deal.
I truly don't have anything to say.
Huh?
I have no hobbies. There is nowhere I wish to go. No aspirations. I have nothing.
Was your memory wiped?
No.
No. I simply have nothing to recall.
Come now, that's impossible. Every person has at least got some memorable things to remember.
I am no longer a person. I am a Nikke.
But in a way, she is a person.
You're funny. At least it looks like I won't be bored in here.
Why won't you be bored? Is there something interesting in this place?
There certainly is. I'm looking right at her.
Stop it.
No, you're supposed to say you're okay during moments like that.
What?
But I'm not, so why would I say I am?
It's a matter of politeness, a social courtesy.
Hmm?
Just keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
Pop quiz. Someone steps on your foot. What do you say to them?
You got a death wish or something, punk?
I see Rio's been teaching you more inappropriate phrases.
Yep.
You should say, "It's okay."
Okay, again?
It really is a magic word. It makes you out to be the bigger person, which causes the other person to think about what they've done. It's a way to defend yourself while also attacking.
Why is it necessary to defend and attack during a conversation?
Ugh, this is so frustrating. Where does someone this clueless even come from?
Does your chin still hurt?
Of course it does. I'm letting it slide because you apparently didn't know any better, but if you'd done it intentionally, you'd be 6 feet under by now.
Six feet under? What does that mean?
Death.
Dead. In the ground. Buried.
But why?
Ugh, you're driving me crazy! Wendy, I've got a proposition.
What is it?
We toss her out into the open and have her figure it out on her own. She'll either get beaten up or cursed out, and she'll have to learn the hard way.
That may be true, but there are 3 reasons why I'm using the current approach.
What are they?
1, we have a lot of time to kill here at the rehabilitation center.
That's true. What else? What do they have to do there?
2, with this new information, Rapi might go on to teach other people who are clueless like she once was.
How does that help us?
She's useful for us as well. An opportunity to impress yourself upon another isn't easy to come by as a Nikke. 3, it's fun.
Rio glares intently at Rapi's expressionless face.
Yeah, fun. Oh, it's time for the ad.
Everyone's attention turns to the TV in the hallway.
Everyone be quiet.
They are not heartless machines. They are our friends, whom we must work towards a better future with Nikke. This ad is brought to you by the Tetro line.
Here comes Pretty.
Quiet.
All right.
Rio stares at Pretty dancing and singing on the TV, mesmerized. After the ad ends, she seems to savor the lingering emotions it stirs within her.
Rio,
Yeah?
are you into Pretty?
What do you mean?
Huh?
You have the same look on your face as when you have a special meal. You always want it all to yourself.
Well, I guess there's a bit of overlap. If only because there is that feeling of desire. However, to be exact, it's more like envy.
What are you envious of?
Oh, the way she sings and dances. How all eyes are on her. Not to mention how gorgeous she is. I want to be like that, but I can't. There you go, envy.
Why can't you be like that?
Are you seriously asking me that? Look at me. Use your brain for just a moment.
You and Pretty are both Nikkes. You're both Nikkes, so why can't you be like her?
Is there anyone you want to be like?
No.
Of course not. You will eventually, way down the line, I guarantee it. Then you'll understand what I mean. Wanting to become something is one thing. Actually becoming it is a different story.
I'm not sure I understand.
You are exhausting, you know that? I'm going to sleep. Today's lesson ends here.
We still have a few more. I think I can push through it. I hope. Actually, this is way too interesting. The clanging of the iron door closing echoes through the hallway. Rapi stares at the entrance to the rehabilitation center. She finds the mental exercises and forced labor at the center far from enjoyable.
I should never have come here.
Hey.
Rapi,
Hmm?
I was waiting for you.
Let's go.
Where?
You haven't decided on a squad yet, right?
Not yet.
Come with us. Join our squad.
Why?
For crying out loud, just come. Why do you always have to ask questions?
That's just how she is.
So they're free? They have been rehabilitated?
Right. We want you to come with us because we feel sorry for you. And there's still a lot to teach you. So, stop talking back and just come. Our squad has its own unique name instead of a serial number. I've already brought you up to the squad leader, so hurry.
The squad has a name?
Yeah. Most squads go by serial numbers, but those that are a cut above the rest have actual names. Ours is Skullhead. Ever heard of it?
No.
Look it up. We're quite famous.
All I see are articles about you being involved in violent incidents.
There are only recent articles.
Oh.
Look up some older ones.
Who cares about what articles have to say anyway? Are you coming or not? For your information, our squad specializes in combat. We operate differently from transporting or mining squads. You can fight, can't you? That's why you got that medal?
A combat squad?
Mass-produced Nikke squads are divided into 3 main types. First are those which secure resources on the surface. They go up to the surface, locate resources, and transport them back to the Ark. The conditions they have to work in are far from ideal. The mortality rate is high. And that's what your previous squad was, right?
Yes.
The second is Ark defense. They stay in the Ark and maintain law and order. At least, that's what they tell us. In reality, the Nikkes are little more than cannon fodder and emotional punching bags. And the third is combat units. That's what Skullhead is. They either overhaul key facilities on the surface, or proceed to specific areas to exterminate raptures. They're the creme de la creme of the 3 types. The mortality rate is the highest, but so is the glory. Even though Nikkes were heavily criticized for their disappointing performance in the Surface Reclamation War,
Oh,
the
they lost,
Godfall
huh?
incident and the With Nikke campaign promoted by Mustang, the CEO of Tetraline,
Oh, and Mustang was there.
have allowed us to regain some of our former glory.
That's good.
The treatment we received has improved by leaps and bounds, so it's a coveted role for any mass-produced Nikke.
That's true.
Not for me.
We know you don't desire anything. But in extreme environments where life and death hang in the balance, anything can happen. I'm saying that there's a high chance you'll find something you want.
Besides, it's not like you have anything else going on, do you?
I don't.
Then join us, why don't you? Wouldn't it be better to stay with us rather than rub strangers the wrong way?
I don't rub people the wrong way.
You're doing it right now.
Oh,
I'll come with you.
fair enough.
What do I have to do?
And that's that. Alright, so that will conclude this episode. Wow. She has had quite the odyssey since she was literally a child fighting for her own survival up until this point, going to the freaking rehabilitation center and much more, losing her entire squad, and then someone claims, like, my god, I'm that I will have done that the same. I'll punch that Nikke 3 times a day. Come on. But that's going to leave this episode. That's going to, conclude this episode. So thank you so much for watching. Hope that everyone enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like. Let me know in the comment section down below what do you thought about Rapi's whole odyssey up until Skullhead. We still have MTA and MTV, but we will do that in the next video. And please subscribe to this channel so you can see more of this content. And more of this content. I was Gamerco, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!